Okay, good afternoon. Welcome back to Waitakere City in Auckland, Starling Park, home of the Waitakere Bears. Final game for the day, first day of the Waitakere Bears Classic. Game being played between Waitakere Bears and Marist. Been a beautiful day out here at Starling Park today. So currently in the box for the for Marist is number 10, Tegan Hanita, dropping down the bunt. Beautiful bunt laid down there and a wonderfully quick run through to first to secure that single. Brings up number 30, Emma Tuisau Fafita. Going for the bunt there, trying to advance that runner, but popping up. No the catch for the Bears, dropping back, securing that catch for the first out of the game. Or not. No, the Blues called that it's actually gone up and skimmed off the net. So she'll come back in, second chance. Just showed the bunt again there, but pulled out at the last second for the ball. So Marist with Hanita on first, looking to advance. Just a bit low for the Blues, liking on that one. Brings us to a count of 2-1. Bears catch popping very quickly, just showing the ball out to the runner, just convincing them it's not a good idea to try and advance on them. Showed a bunt that time, but straight down the tram line for a called strike. So that'll bring us a count of 3-2. Full house on deck. Let's see what Morrison does. And got her straight down the line looking on that one. Beautiful pitch from Morrison on that one to now secure the first out for Marist. That'll bring in number 19, Brooke Stillwell. Big swing by Stillwell, but couldn't get a piece of that one. Strike one. Bunt laid down again. Bromhead coming through quickly. Nice pick and throw through to first with Amatangi waiting for the second out for Marist. Hanita advancing through to second on that as a sacrifice. So Marist just bringing in a designated runner for Hanita. And that'll bring up number 23, Regan Leppin. Wee bit low on that one. Got a piece, but foul up onto the net. 1-1 the count. Big swing from Leppin, but couldn't get a piece. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Driven down to Bromhead at third. Nice quick throw through to Fletcher, waiting on first for the third out. So side away. We'll be back in a second, going into the bottom of the first. 0-all ball game at this stage.
Welcome back. We're at the bottom of the first innings. On the offensive side, we've got lead-off hitter number 25, Karina Hale. Come in with the heat with strike 1. Karina pushing up in the air with high altitude. Second base just missed it. And Karina makes it to first base. We've got a change already. Coach Nukunuku has sent out number 3, Kiara Taimai, as a runner for Karina Hale. Up to bat, we've got 43. It's Neil Amitangi. So Neil will be eager to move this ball to try and advance our runner at 1. Just had a look, ball came down to start off with the strike 1. Ball on the outside, which now brings it to 1-1. Tanil making first contact with the ball, going into the foul territory. We have 2 strikes, 1 ball. Change of pace, which sees Tania watching the ball go down to the ground. Now brings it to 2-2. Neil having a go at the ball. And first strikeout for the game. Brings up number 69, Colin Bromhead. We've got one out here. Carla hitting up in the air in the infield with the catcher catching her out. That brings it now to 2 outs. Up to bat number 13, Bohemian Quinn.
Let's go, Bo!
Got caught looking there with the first strike. Ball came down. Bohemian went for a swing. They did catch it through over to first with the error, which advances Kiara from first base right through to third base. With Kiara being at 3 now, we would like to make contact to try and drive that run in. We're staying strong in the batter's box here, seeing the first ball that came down of her at bat. Brings it now to 2 strikes, 1 ball. We're making contact, foul tipping it, brings it now up to 2 strikes, 1 ball. We're visually watching the ball there, which now brings it up to 2 and 2. Getting deeper in a strike zone. Nice line drive hit from Bohemian out to centre field, which brings in Kiara Taimai. Brings it to 1-0. Up to bat number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Michelle eager to have a go at the ball. Here's a swing and miss. We had an early run calling dead ball from Buquin, which now ends the bottom of 1. Stay tuned.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. the Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
Okay, welcome back to Starling Park out in West Auckland. We are now going into the top of the second. Currently up at bat, number 29, Sarah Wallace. Swing from Wallace, but just fouled off. Down the centre from Morrison on that one, strike called. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't tempt the blue with the rise ball there. So 2 and 2 the count. Trying to pick a corner there, but couldn't quite drag it in enough. So 3 and 2. Full house. Just coming off the top of the bat there, fouling up into the overhead net. Driven hard onto the ground, but straight back to the glove of the pitcher. Quick throw through to Fletcher at first for the out. Brings in number 21, Ashley Foley. So just quickly running through the defensive lineup for the Bears. On the mound is Tyler Morrison, pitching to Araha Nonoa. Ball was fouled off there. First base for this game is Michelle Fletcher. Second base, Tenille Amatangi. Third base in her first start for the Prems is Michaela Cross at shortstop, Rebecca Bromhead playing third. Sam Smith, left field. Kyla Bromhead is in centre field, which leaves Bukwin out in right field. Ball low on that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Flied up. Wouldn't just taking that back out over the third base line for a foul. So that batter will come back and take another shot. And got her looking on the third strike for that one. 2 down now for Marist. That'll bring into the box number 20, Brooke Glassy. Nice pitch for Morrison, straight down the line, strike called. Just a wee bit inside on that one. these girls should be starting to feel it. Most of them have been here since just on 9 o'clock this morning. It's been a long day. Big swing by Glassy, but just coming off the top of the bat, going foul. Nicely driven by Glassy. Cross to Michaela, cross it short with a quick throw through to Fletcher at first. 3 down for Otahu. We'll be back in a second going into the bottom of the second.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double barrel technology with 2 full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost. Are you ready to make the switch?
We're coming into the bottom 2 now. I just want to go through the defensive lineup from Marist. Pitching is Brooke Glassy. And up to bat is Michelle Fletcher, number 1. Ball 1. Going to catching is Tegan Hanita. At first is Regan Lippin. Second is Sarah Wallace. First strike on Michelle Fletcher. Going to third base, we're going to Ashley Fawley. Shortstop, Brick Stowell. Out in left field is Holly Howard. Centre field, Emma Tuiso Fafita. And number 9, Phoenix Diamantes. Currently, Michelle is sitting at 2 strikes. At ball 1. Ball coming out of the zone, seeing Fletcher watching that one. Brings it to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fletcher hitting the ball, driving up in the middle between Brooke and Sarah, advancing good to first base. Up to bat, number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. We've also got an interchange here with the DR number 3, Kara Taimai. Going out to first base. Becca would be really good to, or be keen to try and move her around. First pitch and Rebecca's hit it hard to shortstop. Brooke took the double play out at 2, taking out Kara Taimai. Rebecca making it to first base. It's 1 down. Up to bat, number 12, Aroha Noa. Aroha watch that ball go down for Brooks' first strike. Ball thrown from Brooke Lissy. Umpire said it was in the 2 inside. Bring it to 1-1. Umpire first base has called Rebecca out on dead ball. And Aroha Nono's at bat count still sitting at 1-1. Ball high. Which brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Aroha saw that pitch go down and hit a line drive out to right field. She makes it safe at first base. We've got a timeout. 2 down catcher with Rebecca going on to first. Up to bat we've got number 5, Michaela Cross. Ball came down. It was too low for Mickey to see. Rebecca advanced to second base on the steal. Mickey put a last second bunt down. And it just came into the foul territory line, which brings it to now 1-1. Ball low. Makes it now 1 strike, 2 balls. Came around for the bunt. Foul ball. The count is now 2-2. Vicky caught watching on that one, which completes her at bat. Stay tuned, we're going into the top of 3.
Okay, welcome back to Starling Park. Currently in the box. Currently in the box number 2, Holly Howard. Just laid a bunt down there, but just fouling out over the third base line, so she'll come back and have a redo. Beautiful pitch from Morrison, straight down the centre. So no balls, 2 strikes on Howard. And a swing and a miss. So 1 down for Marist. Brings up number 27, Phoenix Diamantis. Strike called. Just a wee bit low. So 2-1 the count. Just the 1 run in it so far. Big swing on that one, but couldn't get a piece. 2-2. Just a wee bit late on that swing, just fouling off down the first base line. Diamantis definitely keen to get a piece, but just coming off the top of the bat there. And a big swing, but under the ball for the second out for Marist. That'll bring them back to the top of the order. Bringing in number 10, Tegan Hanita. 2 down. Didn't look like it was too far off, but couldn't get any interest from the blue. Nicely driven. But Bromhead in centre field coming around very, very quickly to take a scooping catch on that one to retire the side. So we're back in a minute going into the bottom of the third. Bears 1 up in this one.
The next big thing for Easton Fast Pitch has arrived. The Ghost has revolutionary double-barrel technology with two full-length barrels constructed together that essentially eliminates all vibration. The collision between the outer and inner barrel creates an explosive sound unlike anything you've heard before. The softer outer barrel has the lowest compression in the game for maximum performance right out of the wrapper. The Ghost.
Welcome back. We're into the bottom of third, still at 1-0 to Waitakere Bears. Up to bat, we've got number 27, Sam Smith. But gripped the ball a little bit too much, which led the ball go down into the ground. Gives Sam Smith her first ball. Second pitch comes down with Sam having a go at that, just under, which brings it now to 1-1. Ball too high in the strike zone, which gives it now 1 strike, 2 balls. Ball came down. Sam could see it was coming up high in the strike zone. Gives it now 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4, which advances Sam Smith to first base. We've got our powerhouse hitter, number 25, Karina Hale. Book running to get ahead in the strike zone, which gives her first strike. Karina Hale will want to retaliate back on that one. Second pitch goes down, she hits it in the infield. Second base, Sarah Wallace drops the ball. However, Sam Smith got out at 2. We've got a timeout now, as we've got our dear number 3, Kiara Taimai, coming in to run for Karina Hale. Up to bat, we've got number 43, Teneo Amitangi. Teneo caught watching that one for her first strike. Teneo putting the bunt down, and she makes it safe on her bunt, advancing Kiara to second base. Bringing in number 69, Kyla Bromhead. Kyla will try and advance these runners at her at bat. Kyla watching the first one go down for a first strike. Kyla putting her bunt down. No one at first base to get the out, which advances both Kiara to third base and Tennille at second base. Load of bags now. Coach Nukunuku will be instructing his next batter to make contact. Up to bat number 13, Bohemian Quinn. Ball low. Brings up to first ball. Pass ball. No runners try to advance home. Current count is only 2 balls. Book would like to try and get ahead and come into that strike zone now. Ball quite low. Which now brings you to 3 balls. That will be her first strike. Great at bat from Bohemia. That gives her 4 walks, which advances her to first base and brings in number 3, Kiara Taimai. That brings the score now to 2-0. Marist is calling a timeout just to have a chat and slow things down, while Coach Nukunuku is having a chat to his offensive team. Up to bat now is number 1, Michelle Fletcher. Having a crack at the first pitch coming down. Foul tips it into the net. Strike 1. Pitch came down, Michelle wanted to have no go at it. Foul tipping it. Brings it to now strike 2. Michelle Fletcher hit a nice hard drive between centre field and left field. Advancing to Neo Matangi home, Kyla Bromhead home and Boo Quinn. Michelle now sits at second base. So now, Waitakere Bears are leading 5-0. 1 out. We've got a changeover. Coach Nukunuku wants to make a change, bringing in number 11, Courtney Walker, into second base, which retires Michelle Fletcher for this innings. Up to bat number 9, Rebecca Bromhead. Rebecca had a nice line drive down third baseline. Courtney Walker advances home. Rebecca takes a sneaky run around second base, but retires at second, which now the score is 6-0. Coming up to bat is number 12, Aroha Nonoa. Rebecca Bromhead trying to see what the infield do by taking a big lead there. Aroha Nonoa saw that going out of the strike zone. Which gives it 2 balls. Brooke Glassby wanted to come back in there, try to get ahead with the strike zone. Aroha Nonoa had a look. We're now at 2 balls, 1 strike. Hard swing from Nonoa. Tipping that there, going to foul territory. Brooke Leslie wanting to slow the pace down. Aroha made contact with that, advancing Rebecca Bromhead from second base to home. And Nonoa making it to second base. Still at 1-0. We've got up to bat number 5, Michaela Cross. Just want to have a big shout out there for our president, Brian Hooper. We've been informed that he's at hospital at the moment. We hope you have a speedy recovery and you get well soon. Still at 1 out. First pitch came down outside of the strike zone. Gives Michaela Cross 1 ball. Another ball high and out, which leaves it to 2 balls. Brooke Glassby is going to want to come into the strike zone now. Nice swing from Michaela Cross, just foul tipping into the foul territory. That now brings her to 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball came down in the strike zone. The umpire liked it. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball quite low. That's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball came down, Mickey had a good swing at it. Enter at bat. Makes it 2 2 down. Michaela's going out to replace Aroha Nonua so she can get her catching gear on. Up to bat number 27, Sam Smith. Ball high in the strike zone. Umpires call the ball out to outside, so now that brings the count to 2 balls. Sam wanting to have a crack at the next pitch that comes down. Just swung under it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Having another go at the at-bat. Sam was just under it. Brings it now to 2 strikes, 2 balls. Sam makes contact. Head up to second base where Sarah Wallace got the out. Side away. Will be
The next big
coming into top 4. We've actually got a defensive change. We've got number 16 coming in to be the relief pitcher, Tori Talamahina. Up to bat, we've got number 30, Emma Tui. Sorry if I don't spell this right. Strike, and she hit the ball into the foul territory for Emma Tuisafita. I'll make sure I get their name at the end of the game. Emma could see that ball coming low. Which gives her 2 strikes, 1 ball. Emma had a go at that, just got under the ball, which ends her at bat. Up to bat, number 19, Brooke Stillwell. Brooke Stowell hit the first pitch. Up to Michaela Cross. Michaela got that on a backhand. Got her out. 2 out. Out to bat number 23, Regan Leppin. Regan had a go at the first pitch. Foul tipping into the net. Her count is now at 1 strike. Regan seeing that pitch there, hitting it in between shortstop and centre field. Advances to first base. We've got 2 down, and up to bat we've got number 29, Sarah Wallace. Too high in the strike zone. That ends up to be one ball. Ball 2. Tori will want to try and get back into that strike zone and get ahead now. Sarah making contact with that ball. With Courtney Walker having a dive attempt and just missed it. Advancing runners to second base and to first base. Coach Nukunuku is going to call a timeout just now. We're currently sitting at 2 down, top of 4. Coming back into it now, number 21, Ashley Foley. First pitch, Ashley had a go at that. Popping it up to Mickey. She pops it up to Neil, ending the out. We're going to go into bottom of 4 now. Back in a second.
Bats are made for the way you play, plain and simple. We've got a bat designed to work for you when it counts. Game time. With 22% stronger carbon fibers, the Paraflex composite barrel allows for even more precise weight distribution on the CF9 than ever before. We can put the weight closer to the handle for slappers, distribute it evenly along the barrel for contact hitters, or toward the end cap for power hitters. You should never have to settle for a bat designed for the masses. By building with this stronger composite, we can also use fewer materials. This makes for a lighter swinging bat with a Texas-sized sweet spot.
We've got a coming into the bottom of 4. We have a change made. We've got number 15 Evie Cray coming in to hit. First pitch goes down. She has a crack at it. Foul ball, first base territory. Second pitch comes down, a bit too low for Evie. Umpire thinks it's a ball. Call is now 1-1. Pitch came down. It's now been called ball 2. Strike 1. Evie makes a contact hit out to right field. Retires Evie Craig. Up to bat, we've got number 43, Tinua Amatangi. First pitch came down and it's a strike. Tinua will be looking to try and put the ball in play and try to get on base. The umpire liked that one, calling it for strike 2. The pitch goes down on the plate, called up for a strike. Retires to nil. Up to bat, we've got number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Wanting to have a look there, ball was quite nice, came in for a strike. Ball outside. And now brings it to 1-1. Ball just at the top of the strike zone for a strike, which now gives her a count of 2 strikes on ball. Tegan makes contact with this one, with a hit in the air, and Brooke catching her out, which retires Tegan Bromhead. Coming to the top of 5. Stay tuned. Cool, we're coming into the top of 5th. Got a defensive change as well. We've got Courtney Walker out in centre field. And up to bat, we've got number 20, Brooke Lassie. First pitch came down. It was a foul tip into the first base territory. We've also seen a couple more defensive changes for the Waitakere Bears. We've got Rebecca Bromhead in first base and Evie Craig at third base. Troy wanted to change the pace there, with Brooke having a go at that. Just went into the third base territory. Tori wanting to mix it up there in the pitching count. The count for Brooke Lassie is 2 strikes, 1 ball. Brooke just coming under it. Retires her at bat. 1-0. 1 out. Up to bat, we've got number 2, Holly Howard. We're on the outside. Umpire like that one. Strike 1. Ball hitting the dirt for the plate. Brings it to now 1 ball, 1 strike. Holly caught watching the ball coming down for a nice strike, which now brings the count to 2 strikes, 1 ball. Harley puts the ball in play, goes straight into Tori's glove, retires Holly Howard, which now it's 2 out. Score still 7-0 to Waitakere Bears. Up to bat, number 27, Phoenix Diamantes. Ball high. Now gets the count to 2 balls. Tori likes to come back here, try to get ahead of the count. Now brings count to 1 strike, 2 balls. having another look at the strike. We're at 2 and 2. Ball coming into the plate, giving it a ball. Well, it makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Phoenix hits the ball and it goes over right field's head. Phoenix advances to second base and she's safe. Up to bat, we've got number 10, Tegan Hedita. Coach Nukunuku is just calling a quick timeout just to make a defensive change. Retiring Rabu, Hemi and Quinn. And bring in number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Still 2 down. First pitch, and Tegan hits it up into the net. It's a foul ball territory. Brings it to strike 1. Pitch came down, just foul chipping it off into the bat net. Brings it to strike 2. Ball on the outside. Umpire's called it low. So it now brings it to 2 strikes, 1 ball. Ball way out of the strike zone. Brings the 2 and 2. Ball got hit. It's a high bounce. It just went over the girl's head. Still 2 down. Runners now have advanced from they are sitting now on 2 and 3. We've got Emma Tuisa Fafita up to bat. We're just going to have a change here, having the 2 down catcher rule came on. Ball gets hit hard over Tori's head. Ties the out. That completes top of 5. Bears still leading 7-0. We'll be right back. Game has ended. Waitakere Bears have won the game 7-0. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.